2008, the world's financial system cracked, banks crumbled, stock markets bled red. Ordinary people watched their savings vanish. As governments scrambled to prop up collapsing giants, trust in money itself began to wither. In that chaos, a whisper appeared, a hint of something new emerging from the ruins of economics, something that would challenge the very idea of control. Amid the darkness, one name flickered into existence: Satoshi Nakamoto. No face, no history, only a message, ghost-like, sent into the void. It arrived in an email carrying a white paper, cold, precise, revolutionary. Suddenly, the world was asked to believe in a new vision of money, one born not in banks, but in lines of code. The white paper unfolded like a spell, 9 pages of logic, mathematics, prophecy. It called for peer-to-peer money without trust in intermediaries. It spoke of digital scarcity and cryptographic keys. It promised that value could live without rules. That document became the spark. But it also became a puzzle. Who wrote it? What did they intend? Could someone vanish after creating something so powerful? The white paper was only 9 pages long, yet it read like prophecy. It spoke of a peer-to-peer electronic cash system that needed no banks, no governments, and no trust in fragile institutions. It promised a currency protected by mathematics, where code was law and every transaction was sealed forever. To some, it sounded like salvation. To others, it sounded like a weapon forged in silence. On January 3rd, 2009, the first block was mined. Buried within its code was a hidden message. The Times, 3rd of January, 2009, Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. It was not just a record of history, but a haunting reminder of why this creation existed. Bitcoin was born with defiance etched into its DNA, and already it felt less like invention and more like an omen. Satoshi communicated only through messages on forums and emails. No voice, no face, no trace. Each post was careful, calculated, almost surgical. He guided the early believers like a phantom leader, building the foundations of Bitcoin brick by brick in silence. To those who watched, it was as if a ghost had stepped out of the shadows with a blueprint for rebellion. At first, only a handful of programmers and dreamers paid attention. They mined Bitcoin on ordinary computers, sharing discoveries in late-night forum posts. Slowly, the whispers spread. A new kind of money was alive, and it belonged to no one. Some called it the future, others called it dangerous. But every block mined pulled more people into its orbit, and the legend of its creator began to darken. As Bitcoin grew, governments began to notice. Banks, the very giants it was built to oppose, started to feel its presence. Yet Satoshi remained hidden, untouched by the chaos his idea had unleashed. Every word he wrote carried the weight of prophecy. Every silence felt deliberate. To the outside world, he was a ghost, steering history without ever stepping into its light. Deep inside Bitcoin's blockchain lies a secret no one can ignore. Nearly 1 million coins mined by Satoshi himself remain untouched, frozen in time. Today they are worth billions, yet they sit in silence, as if guarded by a phantom hand. Who would leave such unimaginable power untouched? Was it discipline, or was it proof that Satoshi had vanished forever? With every year that passed, new theories spread like wildfire. Some believed Satoshi was a single genius working in secret. Others were certain he was a collective of cryptographers hidden in the shadows. A few even whispered that he might have been a government project, or worse, an artificial intelligence that learned to disguise itself as human. Yet the truth never surfaced, and the mystery grew darker with each unanswered question. In April of 2011, Satoshi sent his final known message: "I've moved on to other things." After that, nothing. No replies, no sightings, no code. It was as if he dissolved into the digital mist. Those who followed him felt abandoned, like soldiers left without a general. But perhaps that was his plan all along, to vanish and let the creation walk on its own. Over time, Satoshi became more than a name. He became a legend, a ghost founder haunting every Bitcoin transaction. People spoke of him with reverence and fear. Some imagined him watching from the shadows, unseen yet always present, guiding the currency with silence. Others warned that his return could shake the entire world. for the ghost still held the keys to a fortune locked in the chain.